Hey besties, welcome back to Paper Highlighter. Grab your snack because this one is messy, emotional, and unhinged in the most 90-day way. First up, Chantel Everett is engaged, yes, engaged to girlfriend Ashley Bowen, and the proposal happened at a Renaissance castle in Georgia like it was a romance movie. Ring, sparkling. Surprise, massive. Ashley even debuted an original song for her because why propose normally when you can go full fairy tale? Meanwhile, Jasmine Pineda is back in the headline blender. There's a rumor TLC might be pumping the brakes on bringing her back soon, and at the same time, she's flexing a new home after kicking baby daddy Matt out, while Matt claims he tried to reconcile before Christmas and ended up back in a tow truck. Next, Jenny and Sumit's café storyline has turned into an internet trial. One shaky clip of Jenny struggling with orders and counting change, and suddenly people are arguing about retirement, culture shock, money, and whether TLC is producing this for maximum mess. Also, the internet is dragging Rick for his ghosting math because he claims one unanswered message led to calling his ex, flying to Colombia, moving in, and sleeping with her 5,011 times over 5 days. Sir? And finally, Liz Woods shared a chilling update. Her cancer is in remission, but there's a new growing mass, and she's describing the last 2 years as emotionally and financially draining. If you're ready, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next drop. And comment below, which story has you clutching your pearls the hardest? Chantel Everett just got proposed to in a literal castle, and she thought she was there for a cute little photo shoot. This matters because Chantel in Love Life has been a headline machine since 90 Day, and now she's officially entering a brand new era, public, proud, and engaged. So here's what went down. According to People, 90 Day Fiancé star Chantel Everett is engaged to her girlfriend, Ashley Bowen, and the proposal happened on Wednesday, December 17 at Uchaberg, a Renaissance castle in Helen, Georgia. And the setup is honestly so sneaky in the best way. Chantel was under the impression the two were just doing a photo and video shoot. Very content day, very let's get some cute couple footage. But then Ashley flipped the script. Ashley suddenly dropped to one knee and popped the question, and Chantel was completely shocked. Ashley didn't just bring a ring, she brought a whole moment. She presented Chantel with a sparkling ring and a surprise original song titled Duet for Juliet. Like, ma'am, that is not a proposal, that is a theatrical production. And the couple didn't hold back on the romance when they spoke to People. Their quote was basically maximum swoon. They said their love feels written in the stars and called it so romantic, so authentic, so raw. That wording is giving this is the real deal, not we're here for a storyline. Now, if you're wondering how we even got here, quick rewind. Chantel is best known for her run across the 90 Day universe, and she officially came out about her sexuality during the August 18th episode of 90 Day Hunt for Love. During the tell-all, she admitted she was ready to explore her connection with a friend after they shared a kiss. She explains that before coming to the resort, a friend, who's also a woman, reached out and told her she had feelings for her. And as Chantel dated around and experienced everyone, she realized she really cared for that friend and wanted to explore it. That friend was Ashley. Chantel even described the first kiss that changed everything on an earlier episode. She said she and Ashley were drinking wine, Ashley confessed romantic feelings, and one thing led to another. Chantel was so shocked she almost fainted, but she also really liked it. She described it as feeling like her first kiss ever, while also feeling overwhelmed because she'd never thought about dating a woman before and didn't know what it meant for her identity. And the backstory gets even even more interesting. Chantel later told Swoon that she met Ashley through River, Chantel's brother, at one of his birthday parties, and they got close as friends first. Chantel even remembered wondering out loud if Ashley liked her and being told, no, she's just being a really good friend. Hindsight, as Chantel put it, 2020. Now she says what they've built feels very healthy and that it feels good to be in a committed relationship with someone she feels safe with. Fans are already calling this the fairy tale plot twist Chantel deserved, while others are side-eyeing how fast it went from first kiss shock to full castle engagement. Stick around because the next story gets way messier than a castle proposal. Plus, wait till you hear the rumor that TLC might be hitting pause on Jasmine Pineda and why fans think her online chaos is only getting louder. This matters because Jasmine's basically been a walking 90-day storyline for years, and if the network is truly feeling drama fatigue, that could change her paycheck, her spotlight, and the entire Jasmine Gino universe. So here's the tea, with a big underline. This is rumor territory, not an official TLC statement. The chatter making the rounds online claims TLC isn't planning to bring Jasmine back to the 90-Day Fiancé franchise anytime soon, and that the network may be shifting toward building fresher faces who can carry the franchise forward. And naturally, fans are connecting dots to Jasmine's recent social media behavior, because if you've been watching her posts, it's been main character emergency energy non-stop. The rumor is being framed like, if filming opportunities feel uncertain, Jasmine would have every reason to crank up the attention elsewhere, and that's where the performative chaos allegations come in. One blogger, Kiki and Kibitz, goes even further, suggesting some of the recent drama involving Jasmine and Matt has been fake, exaggerated, or strategically messy to keep her name trending and drive traffic to monetized pages. Again, allegation, not confirmed, but it spreads fast because it matches what a chunk of viewers already feel. Every week, it's a new blow-up, a new feud, a new headline, and people are exhausted. And the comment section's savage. People are reacting like TLC pausing Jasmine would be a holiday gift. You've got a Christmas miracle energy. You've got how about never? And you've got the skeptics who don't trust TLC at all. Basically, I'll believe it when I don't see her. Then it gets even messier. Fans start fantasy casting chaos. People are joking about tossing Jasmine on a Jerry Springer-style show or locking her in a room with Angela, Larissa, and Natalie like it's reality TV Hunger Games. And honestly, producers somewhere probably screenshotted that. But not everyone buys the rumor. Some fans argue TLC will always circle back because Jasmine's chaos is the show. Others point out reality TV time is weird. A long break could mean one season off and then boom, she's back with a fresh storyline and another meltdown. The biggest speculation isn't even is she paused, it's if she is paused, will she double down harder online to stay impossible to ignore? Don't touch that dial because the next update takes this Jasmine situation from rumor to full-blown real-life fallout. We're heading straight into the new house drama because Jasmine is flaunting a home milestone after kicking Matt out, and fans are not buying her version. This matters because Jasmine's real-life drama with baby daddy Matt Branis has officially spilled into living arrangement warfare, and the internet is treating it like a custody and credibility courtroom. Here's what's being reported. Jasmine is flaunting a new home moment after moving into the house she and Matt reportedly bought together, then allegedly kicking Matt out during a blow-up argument. The story floating around says they had moved in a few weeks ago, ready to build a life with their daughter Matilda. But things escalated fast, and Jasmine told Matt to leave. Jasmine then posts like it's a personal milestone, pairing a throwback image from the time Gino kicked her out and she ended up sleeping on the streets with a newer photo of her entering her home. Her caption-style message is the kind that hits people in the feelings. From homelessness to having a home. Thanks to my daughter Matilda, she's my angel. But fans were not in the mood to clap. The pushback online was immediate. Commenters argue this is Matt's house, Matt's payments, Matt's responsibility, so Jasmine calling it her home is, in their eyes, a spin job. One person basically accused her of living in his house that he's paying for while he's stuck elsewhere. And Jasmine? She didn't just ignore the shade, she fired back. She reportedly defended herself by saying she should charge Matt for childcare, implying she's being generous by not demanding it. Then came the line that lit people up even more. When someone suggested she should thank Matt, Jasmine responded along the lines of, "It's his obligation to provide a house for his only daughter." Whew! That phrasing instantly split the audience because half the internet heard mother advocating for stability and the other half heard convenient justification after locking him out. And the messier speculation is swirling too. People accusing her of baby trapping, manipulation, and using their daughter as leverage. Claims that are harsh, unproven, and emotionally loaded, but very much the kind of allegations that explode when a couple's breakup becomes a housing dispute online. The real debate isn't even the house, it's control. Fans are asking, is Jasmine rebuilding her life or rewriting the ownership story to win the public? Keep it locked because the next story is a whole different kind of messy and the comments are vicious. We're jumping into Jenny and Sumit's cafe chaos because one clip of Jenny struggling has the internet acting like she's on trial. This matters because one messy little clip has exploded into a bigger fight about age, culture shock, money, power in Jenny and Sumit's relationship, and whether TLC is producing this cafe chaos for maximum engagement. So here's what set everything off. A video moment of Jenny working at the cafe, looking uncomfortable and overwhelmed while the vibe around her feels tense. Less cute couple business dream and more Jenny's about to get scolded. The second viewers saw her struggling with basic tasks, counting change in rupees, keeping up with orders, handling the coffee setup, Facebook and comment sections turned into a full-on courtroom. And the dragging got brutal fast. People were throwing out the harshest headline-style insults. Basically, can't cook, can't clean, can't make coffee, can't count change, what good is she? Others went even harder, calling her useless, saying she acts helpless, and demanding she take classes. It crossed from critique into cruelty real quick. But right alongside that, a whole other wave of fans jumped in like, hold up, why are we acting like Jenny is a 25-year-old employee on her first shift? A lot of viewers pointed out she's around 70 and should be retired, not being pressured to perform in a family business environment in a country she didn't grow up in. One of the most repeated takes was basically she moved to India for love, not to get bullied at a cash register. And then the focus shifted to Sumit because fans were side-eyeing his tone, like if he's frustrated and snapping, that doesn't exactly create a calm learning environment. Some commenters flipped it and said he can't cook, can't clean, and he can't talk nice. Maybe he is the issue. And the change argument lit the fuse. You had people laughing like math is math, breaking it down super simply, while others defended Jenny, saying counting currency under pressure, on camera, while your partner is irritated is a recipe for panic, not success. Then the money conversation showed up, because of course it did. Fans debated whether Jenny's Social Security contributes more than Sumit and whether that changes the power dynamic. Plus, people started arguing if this cafe storyline feels real or like TLC turning a small struggle into a season-long crisis. The spiciest theory? That TLC knows exactly what they're doing, turning Jenny can't count change into a viral gender and age debate to keep everyone fighting in the comments. And just when you think we're done, this next update goes from awkward to outright alarming. We're heading straight into Jasmine and Matt's latest escalation because Matt reportedly tried to reconcile before Christmas, and it ended with him giving up and going back to his tow truck. 90 Day Fiancé star Matt Branis allegedly made one more attempt to reconcile with Jasmine Pineda as tensions kept rising, specifically because he wanted to end the drama before Christmas and, more importantly, be back with their daughter Matilda. And the details are bleak. Matt has been posting emotional content about missing his child, and the narrative going around is that he's been bouncing between a tow truck, a hotel, and failed attempts to get peace with Jasmine. According to the update, Matt said he tried to go home, tried to get along with Jasmine, but it didn't work out. He describes it like once Jasmine gets into a fighting mood, she can't let it go. So he gave up and decided to try again another day. The report claims he spent the night in a hotel and then returned to his tow truck again. What's making fans extra confused is the whiplash, because the story being pushed is that Jasmine previously apologized and begged him to come back, framing their blow-up as a misunderstanding, yet now she's still hinting she wants to live as a single mom and end the relationship. So viewers are stuck watching this loop: apology, reconciliation attempt, explosion, separation, repeat. And the comments are all over the place. Some fans are furious at Jasmine and asking why she's shutting him out when he's trying to fix things, especially if he's allegedly living out of a vehicle while she's in the house. Other viewers are less sympathetic to Matt, saying he should have known what he was signing up for, pointing out that Jasmine has a long history of screaming blow-ups dating back to her arguments with Gino. One person even said flat out that Matt needs mental health treatment because this entire cycle looks like emotional chaos for everyone involved. And then, because it's the internet, people also zeroed in on Matt's gross little tough guy comment about intimacy mid-argument, which only poured gasoline on the fire and made the situation feel even more toxic and immature. The spiciest speculation is that this isn't even about love anymore. It's about leverage. Who controls the house, the access, and the narrative while fans pick sides in real time? Keep it locked, because the next story is a masterclass in the math is not mathing. We're diving into Rick's ghosting scandal because he claims one unanswered text led to an ex-reunion, an international trip, and a timeline that has viewers calling him a walking red flag. Rick basically admitted on camera that when Trisha didn't respond to his first message, he didn't just feel anxious, he went nuclear. According to the way he told it, one stretch of silence triggered a whole chain reaction. He contacted his ex, rekindled with his ex, booked a trip to Colombia, moved in with the ex, and slept with her 5,011 times, while acting like a couple for weeks. Yet he's framing it like this all started because Trisha went quiet for 5 days. And the reason the comments are exploding is simple. It doesn't read like a mistake. It reads like a plan. Viewers are saying if one unanswered text sends you sprinting back to your ex, then you were never really emotionally available in the first place. People are dragging the speed of it the hardest. Like, how do you go from no reply to international flight before you even send a follow-up text? One comment vibe was basically, did he book the ticket on day 2 and leave on day 3? Because that's how reckless it sounds when he tells it out loud. Then comes the hypocrisy argument. Rick's framing is, Trisha didn't respond, so I thought something was up. Meanwhile, he's the one who immediately hopped into bed with his ex. Fans called it projection, like he assumed she was doing shady stuff because that's what he does when he feels uncertain. And the ex part? That's the poison pill. It's not, I ran into my ex, it's, I moved in with my ex. People are saying that screams backup plan, like he keeps his ex on standby for emotional control. One commenter straight up said Trisha deserves better, and that's basically the consensus across platforms. To be fair, a few people tried to clean up the timeline, saying maybe not every detail happened within 5 days. Maybe the weeks part came after. But even the most generous interpretation still looks bad. Booking an international trip during 5 days of silence is wild, and rekindling with an ex before you clarify your status with the new person is a choice. And the age gap made it worse in the comments because viewers are like, you're dating someone 25 years younger, but you're acting like the one who needs constant reassurance. The spiciest theory is Rick isn't telling the full story because people don't move that fast unless the ex door was already wide open. Stick around because the next update flips from messy reality TV to something genuinely heavy. Plus, Liz Woods just shared a health bombshell. Cancer in remission, but a new mass has shown up, and fans are rallying hard. This matters because remission is supposed to be the exhale, the chapter where you finally get your life back. And Liz is basically saying, I want to breathe, but I can't yet. So here's what Liz shared, and I'm going to keep this respectful because this is real life, not just reality TV. In a recent Q&A style update, Liz was asked how her treatments are going now, and her response was short, direct, and honestly chilling. She said she has a mass that recently grew after remission. That one line carries so much weight because remission doesn't erase the fear. It just gives you permission to hope. And when something new shows up in your body after you've already been through chemo, it throws you right back into the worst part, the waiting, the scans, the appointments, the what-if spiral at 2 a.m. Liz also opened up about the toll the last 2 years have taken, emotionally and financially. She mentioned losing a significant amount of weight and said she's doing her best to survive. And that wording matters. Survive is not casual. That's the language of someone who's been living life in medical time, measuring weeks by test results and energy by whether you can get through the day. Once this started circulating, fans showed up in full force. A lot of the comments were pure support, prayers, encouragement, people sharing their own remission stories and reminding her that remission can last and that one scary update doesn't automatically mean the worst. Others were urgent in a different way, begging her to get answers fast, pushing for follow-ups, and expressing how terrifying it is to hear new mass after remission. And then, because the internet is the internet, a few people tried to drag Big Ed into it with tasteless jokes. We're not doing that here. Even if you've criticized Liz's choices in the past, nobody deserves to live through that kind of uncertainty and fear, especially after chemo. The bottom line is, Liz is in that brutal in-between, good news on paper, anxiety in real time. And for anyone who's been through cancer personally or with a loved one, you know the waiting can be as exhausting as the treatment. Fans aren't debating team this or team that here. Most people are just rallying behind Liz, hoping she finally gets peace, stability, and real healing. This is Paper Highlighter. Stay glossy, stay petty, and stay pressed, besties.